Okay, there we go. We're back doing the thing. I just want to make sure that it was actually set up for saying that on stream, so it's advertising for the right thing. And we're going to pick up basically where we left off, more or less. And that is... Got two quests going on in the main arc. We got the Bruma Gate, where Joffrey's told us that the Oblivion Gate opened near Bruma. The Countess wants the Blades and the Guardsmen to close it. We need to talk to Captain Bird and go in there and take care of that. And then we also need to go to Sancta Tor, to the Shrine of Tiber Septim, and bring his ancient armor back to Martin so that we can get the other ingredients that we need to establish our anchor so we can go in after Mancur Cameron and try and take him down. I think we're going to start with the Bruma Gate. Gonna race downhill here real quick. And travel on back up to Bruma. And there's Captain Bird.
Thanks for coming. Since we had the hero of Kvatch available, I didn't think it made sense to try this on our own the first time. We're ready when you are. Just say the word and we'll follow you into that hell-spawned gate.
All right, Bird.
All right. Give me a minute to talk to the men. Everyone's a bit jumpy right now.
Take off my helmet here real quick before we get going inside. Ooh, it's not the helmet that I need. It is the medallion.
All right, boys, listen up. We've got to close that gate over there. Nobody likes the idea of going into that thing, but it's our job, and we're going to do it. If we don't, Bruma ends up a smoking pile of rubble like what happened at Kvatch. And that's not going to happen here. Not while I'm captain of the guard. Boor, Soren, you're with me. The rest of you stay outside and kill anything that comes out of that gate. Let's show these bastards how we do things in Bruma. We'll make you right.
All right. I'm going to put my Detect Life amulet back on. We got some new gear. And we've done some leveling and everything, so we've actually got some
So far,
new stuff. Should help us out here on this.
Here comes another one.
This is how you fall down and bleed to death.
Look out!
All right. Going in.
So far, so good. So far, so good.
This is no place I ever wanted to find myself. I don't see how we can... No, we can do this. We have to do this. We have no choice. I'm glad you're here. We wouldn't have a chance otherwise. What's our next move? We'll follow your lead.
All right. So now we need to get to that tower. We can tell it's that tower because it's got the little gold line there on the top. But it's kind of
Look
out
out
there on its own island, so we're going to have to work our way around and fight to it. Doing well so far.
Here comes another one. Here comes another one.
You pathetic worm!
ourselves patched up a bit.
I've got that one. Here comes another one.
I'm gonna Daedros here at this point.
Look out! Look out! Look, I've got that one. Ah!
Ooh, and a frost atronach.
What's the plan, sir? We'll follow you. I've got that one.
I'm on your side!
Take that sword with us.
Look out! Here comes another one.
Don't want to lose sight of our tower. Okay, let's go ahead and take a minute. We'll rest with our folks. That should give them their hit points back.
Stay sharp.
Watch out!
Yeah. Look up. Here comes another one.
They do. All right. Well, let me go ahead and hop on over here real quick. Wait just a moment here, folks. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da.
One potato. Two potato.
There we
Two
go.
potato. Didn't have a lot going on, so
No worries. Just get over here so I can pull that back up so I can see the chat.
you had back to be chilly. I lied. I had that going on.
All right, let's go ahead and get up here. Take this one out.
So far, so good.
Flame atronach.
Here comes another one. More fearsome than you. Here comes another one.
Try and take some of that loot while we're here. At this point, we're just trying to make our way up. And listen to everybody get themselves extra hurt on the not moving trap that was triggered.
So weird to see somebody do a not stealth run on this.
Had some chili con carne the other day. Dreadful creatures.
I've heard others say the same.
Look out!
I mean, the realm, not... I mean, the game, too, but you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see. Oh, really? This one does not have a door up here on the top. It means that there's some other area in the rending halls that I'm... Oh, okay.
Why is
Here.
it never the hugging and caring and being friendly halls?
So far, so good. So far, so good.
Well, it goes down to the bottom.
So far, so good.
They're very happy about that.
So far,
Can't blame
so
them.
good.
So far, so good.
The same voice actor.
I love it.
All two of them.
Ooh, hell, being generous by 200% there.
Did I just miss a turn? I did. That's my problem. I missed the turn. So now I had to run all of my people back through the trap that they just can't seem to navigate around.
Golly.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
I've got
It's just the way it's delivered, dude.
So far, so good.
Hey,
Do you think we've made
You
it
know,
far, and is it
So
good?
far, so good.
I think so.
What is it?
The unhinged NPC dialogue, no matter where you go, is always the best.
It is. It does not matter what's going on around them. They just,
Yeah.
Well, yes, I will take your Daedra heart.
So far, so good. Here comes
You know that fire Etronach over there
So
is
far,
not doing
so
anything? I'm just going to go ahead and leave him alone. Alright, we have reached the sigil stone chamber. We just have to close it.
So far, so good. I've got this. Look out!
You know, there's no reason why we can't loot everything over here.
Slay!
Alright, Bird, here's the deal. This is how you deal with these things. You just take this. That's it.
Stay sharp. You'll never take me down. I'm just dying now. You did it, Captain. You closed the Oblivion gate. We didn't think we'd ever see you alive again.
It's a little bit like watching an
Believe me, it was
oversimplified
no
video
picnic.
because everybody's got
But
the same
thanks to
voice
our
actor.
friend here, I now know we can
God.
close these hell gates.
That would be hilarious.
We can defend Bruma. It was an honor to serve with you, sir. Now that I've seen how it's done, I think my guardsmen and I can handle any new gates that open near Bruma.
Can you? So what you're saying is, so far, so good.
So far, so good. Alright, so the Bruma Gate is done. We'll report to Joffrey once we get done with going to Sancta Tor and pulling the armor of Tiber Septim back. But first, we got a bunch of loot, so we're going to sell it.
Oh yeah.
A pity so, I've got nothing to eat.
So far, so good. Oh, damn it. Wasn't picking the lock, I swear. Got there before they opened.
Welcome to A Fighting Chance. I'm Rosan, proprietor. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Alright, so this greater staff of light I don't need. Oblivion's Caress can be sold. Really don't need any of these
You drop.
Daedric weapons. Or not Daedric, they're Dremora technically. They're semi-Daedric. They weigh as much as Daedric, but they usually have properties from lesser armor type or weapon types because it's all level scaled.
Mm-hmm. That's always been I don't know, there's an interesting aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
That way they're not giving you Daedric weapons right off the bat, but also like, it's a little goofy.
You've made a good bit of gold.
I sure have, thank you. These ebony arrows. Okay, they can go. Same with these elven ones, if I'm honest.
You got a great deal there. Thank you for your business. Good day.
Yeah, I have enchanted my set of orcish armor that I'm now wearing. I actually have the maximum allowable damage reduction at 85%. So while Daedric would technically be better, and so would Ebony, I don't need it, because it's not going to be any better than that. So I can get away with wearing something a little lighter and have, you know, more room for activities.
Ooh, room for activities.
Guess I can go to a bookseller and get rid of the scrolls and whatnot. Find a place to have a quick nap so I can level up.
I hope I can help.
You sure can, Fintius. You
This
can
is
just buy my stuff.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I...
Only quality goods for sale.
You got a great...
Yesterday I watched Mando's Limbo the Lost video again, and
That's-
just this entire store got ripped for that game as a background. The sheer amounts of theft are insane. That's all I can think about now. Oh, except they ripped it with the door on the wrong side.
Mm-hmm.
Good
So,
day.
you know.
Oh yeah, I could enchant an item and have light and 75 feet on myself.
Mm.
Glow like a damn beacon.
It was almost like, there's no point to that, but then I remembered how weird the lighting can get in Oblivion.
I think the only problem with it that I would have is that all of the magic light, all of it, is green.
Looks like you're handy with a blade.
So we'll just kind of wash everything in green. And if I had to look at something that was light in that kind of a radius, I'd rather it be torchlight.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Sure it is.
I do have a bed available for 20.
I'll take it.
Good day.
You can have this 20 gold pieces, and I will wander up here and have a quick nap. I just maxed out strength, maxed out endurance. Just put nice round 80 there for personality because that will get us to the next bonus. And as we level up now, we'll try and push for agility.
Ha!
Wow.
What?
Running down the stairs hurt me. Okay, so we need to head to Sanctator. Sancrator. And I guess this cavern is our closest point, so we'll just go there for now. We'll just run and gotta go fast to get to the place. Tell you what, though, we all know that the Thalmor are awful people, just in general.
Yeah. No, it goes without saying.
But given the events of this game, especially the quest that we're on right now, where it's, okay, in order to create an anchor to get into Mancur Cameron's paradise so that we can stop him, get the Amulet of Kings back, and then deal with this whole Oblivion crisis, we need a Daedric artifact, and we need an Aedric artifact. We're going to get the Aedric one right now, and the only one that we have that's available is Blood from Tiber Septim. Which really kind of lets the air out of the entire argument that the Thalmor put down range.
Oh, yeah.
About, oh, he's not a divine, there's no way he could have ascended in that regard, etc., etc. If what you need to even get into this place in the first place is that kind of an artifact.
Say nothing of what happens to his successor later in the game.
Mm-hmm. Like, between those two facets, it's like you guys are just mad that a human did it and you didn't. Ooh, that's a lich. Oof. Knocked me on my ass. I found the entrance to the catacombs. Let's go on an adventure. After we fix all our stuff. A lot of ghosts. That's a little less than ideal. We have a silver longsword to deal with the problem. There it is. Leave loot on the ground. Oh, an undead blade.
At long last, you have freed me. Now, I can finally complete my lord's last request.
Spooky.
I was Realus, loyal blade of Emperor Tiber Septim. I do not know how long I have been dead. It feels like an eternity.
I were to hazard a guess there, Ryalis, I would say that it's probably somewhere between 420 and 433 years.
My 3 companions and I were sent here by the Emperor Tiber Septim to discover what evil had defiled
Talks
the
like
holy
he's on
catacombs
Valium.
of Sankotor. We did not know that the Underking, who was Zirin Artis, had risen to take his first revenge upon his former lord. The Underking defeated and ensnared us in his evil enchantment and bound us here to guard forever the defiled shrine of Tiber Septim.
He took vocal lessons from William Shatner.
No, he departed long.
Why do you have to hurt me like this?
But his evil will remains, preventing any from paying homage at the shrine of Tiber Septim. Over the uncounted years of our slavery here, we have brooded over our defeat. I believe that we can undo the Underking's evil magic. I go now to complete my duty to my lord, Tiber Septim. Free my brothers, and together we may be able to lift the Underking's skirts.
Girls.
Farewell. Why do you?
I don't disturb you, man. I just, talked to you before your quest thing told you to automatically talk to me.
I just game here, man.
Okay. So we need to go rescue his brethren. / release his brethren. Don't like that. It's either a disintegrate weapon or disintegrate armor spell based on the colorings of it. Or maybe a damage ability, I guess. Variety of spells that kind of use that. Those silver arrows. Got one. You in a magicka yet? Silence was bad, but we're okay. Money! That made me bleed my own blood.
Well, kill him.
He's already dead. Now he's re-dead.
We make death permanent here. Because people clearly can't burn.
Somewhere, the ancient specter of Eric Induril is standing there somewhere going, burn them. You can solve all your problems. all your problems if you just practice cremation more. Alright. Just gonna make our way out of this cavern setup. So we can get over to the third area, let him out, and then we can have access to where we need to be.
Hell yeah.
Acrobatics is not quite cool enough to get me up there.
Alas.
Don't ask me how Life Sense lets me see the undead. I'm just going to go with it. But that's where all the little pink mist comes from, is the amulet I've enchanted with Detect Life.
Just detecting the life part of unlife. That's it. Yeah, sure. Go with that.
Always look on the bright side of unlife.
So noisy.
They really are, yeah. Well, hello, Beastslave338. Welcome to the chat. Should really go out and buy a better restoration spell. Ooh. Ooh, that's ugly. Go get that healed. Do I have any other restore potions here? Oh, you found a new ham touch the bacon. And Meridia now wants you to go up to the Mount Kilcreath and replace it in her shrine.
The absolute hag.
Hear me and obey.
Another ham touches the bacon.
Respite, sorcery. Yeah, Dawnbreaker is really kind of good in whatever game it shows up in. A little bit, yeah, there's a lot of shades in that one. Especially in the last room. killed all of the cursed blades and set their spirits free. Repair our stuff. Yeah, that ice spike that he throws down range is pretty wicked, as I recall, in Skyrim. Short of some high amounts of frost resistance and some potions and things like that, that's a particularly nasty fight. It's not any easier either if you wait until later to do it, like when you have some better levels or gear or something, because it just kind of scales everybody with you. But if you want better versions of Dawnbreaker, that's really the only option you have. Oh, my torch burnt out. So I have to light one of my other 20-something torches. Oh, is there a fourth one? Yeah, there's a fourth one. Yeah, it's curious. I wonder what constellation it was, or if that was just a either a misprint or artistic license.
Uh-huh. Good chili. There's way too many onions in it, but that's never been a problem.
Chili should have some spice to it.
So you're saying it has many layers?
No.
Yes.
No, they're-
Yes, it's very layered. I'd say it's crack joke. I got nothing.
It's very insert humor here. Ooh, Voice of Rapture. That sounds like a charm spell. Hang on to that scroll. Let's see, constellation with a dragon-looking thing. That might be an unused one. I don't recall there being at least in common use, one of the dragon constellations. They don't usually put the Aedra in the constellation spot. But it could also just be that they did something a little artsy for Skyrim when they did it. Or using it as a
Yeah,
background or
never
a
worked a lot
wallpaper or
of the-
something. You know.
Overthink those sorts of things, especially when it comes to modern Bethesda.
Wah!
Aha, I disarmed you. Done now. Oh, right on. We just hit 75 in our blade skill. There we go. Now that we've rescued Voldemort's soul, I mean Voldemar. That guy. So, make our way on out. Between the two, I think my preference is for Oblivion's lockpicking. Like, Skyrim's isn't awful, but having played a lot of Fallout, it's kind of the samesies. It feels a little more watered down. I've not played the game on the controller, but I recall folks or friends of mine that used a controller for playing Skyrim, either on the PC or whatever. And it's like, oh yeah, no, you just hold the thumb axis in the same position if you got it close and just broke a lockpick, and it'll just, you know, instantly reset to that. It's like, oh, it sounds super easy. Let's wait an hour for that guy to show up. Goes to the 4 cursed blades have dispelled the evil enchantment. There we go. There we are, the armor of Tiber Septim. And the tomb of Riemann Cyrodiil III. Killed in 2920. There's an entire 12 book series on that one. The last year, the first era. Which is a fun read if you haven't delved into the history stuff on that within the game. I'm really hoping that if Elder Scrolls 6 goes to Akavir, or, you know, the Akaviri somehow manage to become involved in it, that we get to see them in all their serpentine glory. Because any of those books there and things, like when you're reading up about Akaviri people, like the Potentiate Verduche, they always describe them as having scales or tails or serpent-like features, and that's kind of Akavir's whole thing. I'd really like to not see them half-ass that one and just go with generic humanoid.
Oh god, you're telling me. Can you put the weird back in? The weird's the best part.
Yeah, you know, like Khajiit and Argonians that have reverse jointed feet. Yeah, that's why I think the Akaviri would be at least interesting. Or maybe some of the subtypes of Khajiit as playables. I guess depending upon which moon showed up is whether you get the house cat, the normal looking humanoid type.
Big tiger, bigger tiger.
Or the sneeze that I caught and managed to mute that did come bleeding through on the stream. How you would play a sneeze, I don't know, but you know, that's for Bethesda to figure out. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the Fast Trout Express back to Cloud Ruler Temple. Check in with Martin and see how Emperor Nedard Stark is doing.
Good morning, sir.
Well, good morning, Cyrus.
Sir,
Major Sharp.
My progress on the Mysterium Xerxes is slow, I'm afraid. How goes your search for the armor of Tiber Septim?
I brought it back with me. Here, you can have
The
it.
Septim blood may flow through my veins, but you have the soul of a hero. The armor of Tiber Septim himself. Joffrey will be amazed to see it. You can reassure Joffrey that I will not destroy the armor. All I need is a scraping of Talos's divine blood. The blades are as touchy as priests about relics of Tiber Septim, it seems.
I don't know why that would be, Martin.
While you were gone, I've made some progress in deciphering the
Yes,
Mysterium Xerxes
why would they
ritual.
be touchy?
The third item we need is a great Welkin stone. You
Okay.
may have run across lesser Welkin stones. They're fairly common in Ayleid ruins, but a great Welkin stone will not be easy to come by. They have been plundered one by one over the years, due to their great value to mages and occultists. There is only one place that is rumoured to still contain one. The ruins of the Ayleid city of Miskarkand. A place where many have perished seeking its great stone. But nothing else will do, so you must succeed where all others have failed.
It's just easier not to code those things there, Beast. Alright, tell me about Miskarkand.
The capital of one of the ancient Ayleid kingdoms which flourished in Cyrodiil before the rise of men. It is said that the ruins are still haunted by the vengeful spirit of its last king. True or not, it is not a place to enter lightly. Be careful.
Alright. While we're up here, not actively engaged in hunting things down, I'm going to take the amulet off. It's purple floaty bits everywhere, a little distracting on their own.
Be careful, my friend. I know you've braved many dangers already, but Miskarkand is not to be taken lightly.
I do want to watch the
do
whole
you have a
Sharps
moment?
Rifle series
There's
again.
something we need to discuss. What do you need, comrade?
Sharps
My ear?
rifles, one of
My
the-
sword?
Well,
Name
not
it.
rare, but
I can't stop thinking about
Good evening, sir.
the Emperor. We failed. We failed because we got complacent. We got arrogant.
don't mind me. I'm just busy
Now the
setting up a
Empire's
blue
paying
sky
the price.
for reasons.
There is much wisdom in your words, my friend.
Just listening to
Have you
Joffrey essentially
discussed
talking
this
to
with the
himself.
others? The bond we share is unbreakable, is it not? The blades are as
You're
one
the
on
same
this
dude.
and
Of course
every
the
other
bond's
matter.
unbreakable.
It's pretty clear, isn't it? We failed once. We
I
must
mean, you're
not
both
fail
even using
again.
the two-handed version of the
But let us
Akaviri
discuss
sword.
this no more. Come what may, the blades will stand ready. May your sword always strike true.
I like how though it's in the
Hail.
stereo, so you have it like in one ear
Have
and
you
then the
helped,
other.
Captain? Good work. Captain Bird and his guardsmen should be able to handle any additional gates, at least for now. But the Bruma Guard cannot defend the city indefinitely. The Daedra of Oblivion are innumerable. The guardsmen of Bruma are not. We need to gather what allies we can before Bruma is hopelessly besieged. If the Mythic Dawn manages to open a great gate here, the city will need a stronger garrison for there to be any hope of defending it. You should speak to the rulers of the other cities of Cyrodiil, as well as the Elder Council. Ask them to send aid to Bruma before it is too late. Keep working on obtaining the items Martin needs for the ritual. Everything else is just buying time for us to get the Amulet of Kings back from Mankar Cameron. Bruma cannot hold off the hordes of Oblivion alone. You should ask the rulers of the other cities of Cyrodiil to send help.
All right, well, let's go ahead and do that real quick.
You should speak to the rulers of Cyrodiil as soon as possible.
Before we go delving into an alien ruin, we'll just make a quick circuit. So we'll go to Castle Coral, and we'll start there. So I've been doing some of the play in the background here from time to time. Advancing the Fighters Guild, taking care of some character maintenance things, stuff that's either very repeaty or very samey. That really kind of doesn't make for a good stream.
Yep.
Good
And
morning.
part of that was delving a lot of these different places. So they should actually have
Hello. Welcome to Castle Coral. It's a
most
pleasure
of these
to
just
meet
ready
you.
to go.
I'm Countess Velga of
A mod
Coral.
that adds shoelaces to the game. That's
I wish
funny.
I had time to chat, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of an investigation.
It could, they could come untied and trip you, especially if your agility score is too low.
Your reputation precedes you, Hera of Kvatch. You have done my city a great service by closing the Oblivion Gate. I will now gladly send soldiers to aid in the defense of Bruma. Consider it done. Goodbye.
All right.
Hey,
Excellent. We'll come back and do her investigation later, but right now we're on a mission.
An investigator what?
An investigation. He has a painting or some nonsense that needs looked after.
You have my ear, citizen. This humble legion's... Long live the Empire!
Well met.
Beseech me.
They're all just saying at the same time. I think that's maybe one of my favorite things.
And when the guards talk in stereo.
Yep.
That was always my favorite thing in Daggerfall, is, if you upset the guards and they were all coming after you, you just hear this chorus of, "Halt!
Halt! 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 Yeah.
Well met.
Well met."
I have few enough men to spare, but you have more than earned our help. I will send
Oh,
what aid I
Tamia
can.
will eventually be under the
Bruma
Empire.
must not share the fate of our city.
All right. I've got
You too.
more allies for Bruma. Go to Castle Anvil next. If I wasn't playing in Dunmer and I wanted to live in someplace other than Shadenhall, Skingrad is definitely the place to be.
Ingraft.
I mean, the Count is interesting in his own right, too. And if you ever wanted to get rid of vampirism, he's the one to talk to start that quest. Because it can be undone once. One of the more interesting tidbits about Cyrodiilic vampires, because each vampire type differs a little bit depending upon what region it was where you got infected. The Cyrodiilic ones can actually wander around during the daytime.
Looks like you're handy. You sure gave those damn Daedra what for? It makes us
long
all
as they're
feel
well-fed.
better to have someone like you around. I've heard that you've closed the Oblivion Gate outside Anvil. I honor you for your bravery and service to my city. With Anvil safe for the moment, I will send some of my best soldiers to bolster the Bruma garrison. Don't... Goodbye.
Just a neat tidbit that seeing less and less of as different versions of the game come downrange.
Well met.
Is the castle? Yeah.
Hi. The Count will not see you now. Not now. I believe the Count. Wait here.
You just told me that the Count wasn't going to see me ever. Ever. Ass.
Never mind. Actually, maybe the Count will see you now.
I need aid for Bruma. That's above my pay grade.
I'm sorry. We've not met. I'm Janice Hasseldor.
What
Count
interesting
Skingrad.
fangs and pale ass eyes you got there, bud. Stop looking at my neck.
Mehrunes Dagon has no more love for my kind than for my mortal subjects. Less, perhaps, as we make poor slaves. You have helped me by closing the Oblivion Gate near Skingrad. I will likewise help you by sending aid to Bruma. Farewell. Yes?
I'm gonna go before the stakes get too high. Alright, Castle Bravel next. This is the shanty town of towns, really. At least as far as Cyrodiil is
Greetings
concerned.
to you.
Gotta love it.
Hail. Regulus Terentius, Count Bravil. I'm really rather busy, and I doubt that you have anything to say that I need to hear.
Wow, alright, cool. I didn't realize that your chair came with a post on it.
Thank you for closing the Oblivion Gate that was threatening Bravil. I will send my guard captain, Viera Laris, to Bruma's aid. Goodbye.
Yeah, he changed his tune. Get out of your terrible, terrible place.
Hi there.
Hail!
We don't know why we're really playing this game. It's for the Shivering Isles expansion.
Yeah. Just waiting. Just waiting.
Do you or someone
Shivering
you
Isles
know?
is so good.
Do you or someone you know want to become Sheogorath? Do you want cheese?
Cheese
no,
for everyone.
No, wait, cheese for no one. Haskell! The poor man. That poor
bastard.
man.
Didn't he kind of ask for it, though, at first?
Haskell? No.
Well, I mean, he did something worthy to tick him off, and then...
Look at the muscles on you.
Greetings, Dunmer. I'm sure you have many pressing affairs. I won't keep you.
Great. I need aid for Bruma.
Well, with the Oblivion Gate near Leowyn closed, I suppose the immediate threat is lessened.
Sure is.
I will do as you ask. Let no one say Leowyn did not do its part to uphold the Empire.
I'm going to check in with you in about 200 years, and we'll see if we can still answer that
Good
question
day.
that way. The Red Year was kind to exactly nobody. Castle Chaden Hall.
Sure wasn't. How's that meteor going?
Hey Vivek, how's the meteor going? No, it's cool. I just hit the pause button on it. I'm sorry, you did what?
How do you feel about human sacrifices?
Say,
Greetings
honey,
to
woney, what now? Yeah, see, I kind of
Yes.
need big time soul gems
I'm
to keep
sorry.
this party going.
Although I wish to spend time speaking with you, I have much business to attend to. Please be brief.
Typical Indaris.
I
Need aid
will
for
not
Bruma.
forget your service to me and to Chedenhall.
Boy.
Rescuing my son from the Oblivion Gate was a daring feat. With the Oblivion Gate closed, I can now gladly send aid to Bruma. Take care.
Lalu's not a great house anymore.
How do you really feel?
Yeah, more or less about like that.
Yeah.
All right. I believe... Oh, no, I gotta go to the Imperial City, too. Talk with Chancellor Okado. The last High Elf of any decency before the fall.
All citizens are welcome in the Imperial Palace, at least on the first 2 floors. Remember, trespassing in the Imperial Palace is a serious crime. Do not venture
It's a casino,
beyond the
though.
First and second floors.
Why do they not want me to go to different places in the Imperial Palace Hotel Casino?
First, you have to learn about the P-51 Mustang.
The P-51 Mustang. You know.
All visitors to the Imperial Palace are asked to keep their voices down, especially if council is in session.
Dun, 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 dun. It's Aid for Bruma is the name of the quest, but... There we go. Yay, acrobatics.
Remember,
Good to see all these folks.
there's evil.
So,
Chancellor
I might as well mention it here, because it's, if you're wondering why I've been completely silent the last
The Elder Council
half an
chambers
hour,
are closed to the public for the...
basically Tumblr's imploding.
Farewell, citizen. State your business.
A pretty prominent blogger who is a trans woman was falsely accused by
Well met,
staff
citizen.
of
Chancellor-
both making death threats and
Stay safe, citizen. These are dark
you know,
times.
there's a few other things. It's hard to keep track of, but essentially this was after a very targeted campaign by a bunch of really nasty turfs to get her blog suspended under false pretenses. And the CEO has just been doubling down and doubling down with all this evidence mounting against him that what he did is very, very incorrect. So everybody's basically gathering up receipts and getting ready to lawyer up.
As well they should.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's no surprise here that all of us both either fly or support the that particular flag, and it's, I mean, God, folks have it hard enough already, even being on the more passing end for what that matters, which is not at all. I certainly know it's hellish. It's already hard to live the life of a non-gender conforming person, and especially right now. So it's just, it's hard, you know.
It is.
Spreading the tapes and getting the word out. Not to interrupt,
No, it's fine.
but I thought I'd explain.
Yeah. I hope they get that resolved in a very positive fashion for them.
And I hope so too. She deserves it.
Okay, that iron gate is opened elsewhere.
I remember this dungeon. Which quest is this?
This is obtaining the Great Welkin Stone in Miskarkand.
Yeah, right. Oh God.
It's one of the larger Ayleid ruins. Got to go to a temple and get my disease and ability damage stuff taken care of. Oh, damn it. As I get another one. disease is cured, so it won't progress, but the ability damage needs repaired. I think the worst part with this one is I've actually... Oh no, I haven't been to this one before. I walked past it, which is why I had the fast travel point. I haven't actually done it. Alright, let's go ahead and just fall down here and we'll get stuck in some other part of this temple. I'll happily let the mercenaries fight the other group. I mean, the goblins attack the skeleton.
Goblin ravens.
Okay, solves that. Grab some smaller Welkin stone while we're here. Those always sell well. A little bit more loot. And there comes a point once you start really having some inventory space, a little bit of headroom, that money just ceases becoming a problem.
Yeah, I seem to recall money kind of... In Skyrim, it can be a little more hit or miss depending on what you're doing, but it just kind of stops being a problem in Oblivion, and then you never look back.
Mm-hmm. And Skyrim, usually, they kind of have their own self-depleting sort of player characters have too much money button, and that is, hey, you want to go and build your own house?
Yes.
Because you can. We'll let you do it. It's, one of several types of models, so it's all going to be kind of the samesies, but you could own all three. And each one of them needs built up from scratch. You can craft most of the things, but it's still going to cost you money for at least the wood. Unless you're really got nothing but time on your hands. Because you could go to any of the sawmills that you are friendly with. Usually they'll let you cut the wood for free, but it's just easier to throw a couple 100 gold at the problem. Okay. Oh, this door opened up. Alright. Cool. We can go deeper. I had to listen to the Nerevar Rising track from the Skywind folks.
Oh, God,
last
it's
night.
so good. It's so good.
Hearing
That one
the words that were
gives me
supposed to
chills.
be in there for Morrowind.
Yeah.
Alright, they can go fight one another. I'll wait. That's another one that I need to really go take a look at and see what kind of progress they're on. Because don't get me wrong, I love Morrowind. It's my favorite in the franchise. Elder Scrolls 3.
But it's rough.
But it did not age well, and there is no Unity engine help that's gonna fix that one.
No.
Like that's just the way that it is.
Yep. No way in hell.
And while you can use some of the quality of life mods to enhance certain aspects of it, even those can be a little squidgy with how they work, and it's easy to break.
I think the analogy I'd use, not to call Morrowind shit, because it's not, but, you know, you can polish shit all you like, but it's still gonna stink.
Mm-hmm. The story is very solid the whole way through. The writing for it was kind of peak for its time.
Oh, absolutely. The pacing, the environments.
The lack of a fast, like, go to this waypoint sort of system.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are points where I'm like, oh damn it, just give me the damn waypoint. I'll just walk there. It's fine. I've been here a dozen times. I just need it. But there was something to be said for the encouragement to explore the surroundings that not having an automatic waypoint that says travel here really kind of provides for a person.
Yes. Oh, it was... You know, at the time, I was, when I first played the game at the time, I was pretty damn young, so I was like, oh, you know, it's, it was all just too much. I didn't get it. I was like, oh, why isn't this easier? Why isn't it? Nowadays, I look back at it, and I'm like, no, that was the right way to do it, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's nice when things aren't, air quotes, easily digestible. Some meals are meant to be savored.
Mm-hmm. The skill variety being held over more or less intact from Daggerfall and Arena was nice too. Man, I'm glad I'm not playing a stealth character. I'd be screwed here. There's a pile of bodies.
Hell yeah.
Fix our stuff here real quick. When I get around to playing Skyrim for the stream, because that one's actually kind of old enough to qualify, minus the whole, it's the current offering, you know? Little hard to describe that one as a classic if it's, the most recent one that's been released. But
yeah, it's a little bit of a struggle.
if Skywind is in a position to be played, that might be one worth doing through Skyrim's engine. To kind of combine the aspects of the story versus a game environment that isn't completely kind of awful to navigate. But that one, it's hard to say what I would want to play through there, because like Sword and Board is one of my favorites, just in general. It's a little more visceral than the Stealth Archer route. But at the same time, the cinematic kill cam can be interesting on the
It's
long shots. I don't know, I might get crazy with it and play a mage there. It's a little easier to play that one in Skyrim.
Hell yeah.
Especially if you do go down the enchanting route and you get the your skills up high enough where you can get minus 100% to the casting costs on whatever spells you need. Once you can reduce the casting cost by that kind of an amount, you can really stand at a fight where you're not just running around in circles waiting on Magicka to come back. Yeah, no, a dual dagger Dark Brotherhood game is definitely one way to go about it, especially once you start picking up the gear that gives you, bonus damage for daggers. It's kind of... There's not a bad way to play it, really, is what it kind of comes down to.
Yeah.
Especially with the cinematic system, like the various finishing moves that can be put into use. Really, the only sad part with that one is the weapon finishing moves really just kind of depend on whether or not you're using a one or a two-handed. Otherwise, they're all cinematically the same.
Yeah. Zombies aren't guardianing anything anymore. I'm so good at word.
It is the best word. Would be nice if 6 was limited multiplayer.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think they stand... Well, not that it wouldn't potentially be great. Think about it from their perspective. What kind of absolute savagery in the popular consciousness would they get if it's like, look, it's multiplayer now. Like our last multiplayer game that everybody loved, Fallout 76. Now, would I think it's possible to do that better, especially if it's limited multiplayer, like you said? Yeah. Do I think they're going to think with their minds instead of with their PR guys? Not a chance in hell.
Yep, and that's the sad part. We're gonna have to wait on the modding community to put together a, multiplayer mod again for it, like they've done with literally every installment of the franchise so far.
Yeah.
That's such glaring problems with it. It basically was a mod put together by them.
Yeah. Kind of the issue.
I mean, Skyrim together is, for what it is, fairly stable. It has some interesting quirks and things of that sort, but it's not unplayable.
You're also asking Bethesda to evolve and learn.
Right, and that's it's funny. That's kind of the point I was about to bring up. Was you're asking modern Bethesda to step outside the box.
I mean, they're going to have to. Did you see the look on Todd's face when he didn't get any awards whatsoever for his game?
Oh, I expect him to double down.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then lay off half the company.
Yeah, well, God, they all keep doing that these days. No, we'll not lay off anybody in the C-suite, but we're definitely going to lay off all our employees that made any of this possible. They're playing the beer game, and they're playing it bad.
Mm-hmm. But, in a perfect world, not perfect world entertainment, that's a different ball of wax, but in a perfect world, yeah, I'd like to see, 2 to 4 player Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, sure, that would be ideal, and we could play together as friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, I heard you're here, and I saw you made a certain purchase.
Oh, I'm talking about Helldivers?
Yeah, a certain game about fighting for managed democracy and super Earth and prosperity and liberty. I've been trying to...
couldn't even try it because the servers were down and all I got was a black screen when I tried to start it.
Oh.
I waited in queue for hours to play it. It was good though. Once they get the servers sorted. You also verify your game files, because that happened to me when I started the first time.
All
Yeah, I
right.
tried various solutions, and then the Discord basically said, "Yeah, our servers are messed up from the devs." And
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll get it
With
fixed.
all due respect,
Oh,
sir,
absolutely
there
they
must
will.
be another way.
I have no
The
doubt
risk is
about
too
it. It's
great.
just, I mean,
I
the
know
meme
the
that keeps
risk.
going around is that they're
I was
suffering
at
from
Kvatch.
success.
But there is no other
And
way.
they
Meanwhile-
truly
We have
are.
no choice.
meanwhile, over at Ubisoft, Skull and Bones. Mm.
How many years to put out a game that just sucks so much? Okay, actually, that's not fair. The problem with
Countess
Skull
will
and
never agree
Bones
to it.
is
She
Skull and
will.
Bones, as it originally
She
came up as an
must.
idea. Hey,
Well,
everybody
very
liked the
well.
boat sections
The
in
blades are, as
Assassin's
always,
Creed
at your
Black
disposal.
Flag. What if we get a game that was all that? That,
What is it?
originally, solid idea. But then between the time that game started and where Ubisoft is at now, absolutely all their franchises have taken a fucking nosedive, and they're desperate for their next big thing.
Very well.
And they tried to
Stay
make this
safe.
their next big thing,
Ah, here you are.
which it was
I have
never
good
in a
news
position to be.
Of a sort.
Yes. Let's see what he
And they
thinks of
deserve
your
it.
plan.
All right. Let's talk to Major Sharp here again.
What do you need, friend?
You're
God,
back.
He does not
And
fit
you've got
that
the great
armor.
stone.
Let's see. Do I go with the I said I get it, or I had a choice question? He's a Dunmer. We'll go with the sassy option.
Yes, you did. I can't force you to do anything. I understand that. And I thank you. I never thought to see a great Welkin stone as beautiful as all the old tales tell. But of course
And
its
I must
beauty
have
is a
it.
mask for its deadly
Wait.
power, like everything crafted by the Aliens.
For England, James?
Now, we need only one more item, and we'll be ready to open a portal to Manka Cameron's realm.
Came to me in a Midsummer Night's Dream.
What color
I
is the
should have
boathouse at
seen it
Hereford?
sooner.
What color is the
It's the
boathouse?
counterpart to the Great Welkin Stone, just as the first two were the opposed powers of the Daedra and the Divines. Welkin stones contain the concentrated power of Mundus. Their counterparts are sigil stones, which are used to hold open Oblivion gates. A great sigil stone, then, is what we require.
Martin, this is a bad idea. I mean, I know the result, but like the in-character response is, Martin, this is a bad idea.
You're not going to like it. Joffrey doesn't like it. The Countess of Bruma certainly isn't going to like it. Great sigil stones are the anchors of great gates. The kind of gate the mythic Dawn opened at Kvatch. The kind of gate the mythic Dawn wants to open here to destroy Bruma. I said you weren't going to like it. The risk is great, I know. I was at Kvatch. I saw the terrible power of the Daedric siege engine. But we have no choice. The only way to recover the Amulet of Kings is to allow the mythic Dawn to proceed with their plan to attack Bruma. No. I'll lead the defense of Bruma myself. If I am to be Emperor, it's time I started acting like one.
Could you do me a huge favor there, Martin? Could you do me a huge one? Could you use a weapon other than a dagger in the fight?
Remember when we first met in Kvatch? I told you that I didn't want any part of the gods' plan.
Dudes are literally
I
always
still
doing
don't know
this
if there
instead of
is
just
a
getting
divine
therapy.
plan, but I've come to realize that it doesn't matter. What matters is that we act, that we do what's right when confronted with evil. That's what you did at Kvatch. It wasn't the gods that saved us, it was you. Were you acting for the gods? I don't know. But now, it's my turn to act.
You know, when this game first came out, he was still in the middle of filming the last 2 episodes in the Sharp series.
No kidding.
Yeah, 'cause they finished that up in like 2008.
Please, my friend. I need your judgment, not your obedience. I explain myself to you so you understand me, and so you can explain to the Countess.
Catching a little bit of
I'm
breathing there
afraid
from
she
you there,
may
Hort.
take a bit more convincing than you. Good. Have her meet me in the Chapel of Talos for a council of war. That seems a fitting place to make such desperate plans.
All right, yeah, well, let's go tell the Countess that we're going to let her city come under siege. I'm sure it'll go over fine.
Oh, it'll be so great and so cool and so fun. Everybody's gonna have a great time.
It'd be so awesome. It'd be so cool. You know what we're going to do ahead of time, though? First is go sell stuff.
This is a grand day. I heard you helped the guard close that Oblivion gate. Thanks. We were getting worried about that damn thing.
Thanks, voice actress number 3.
Take care.
A pleasure to speak with you. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you? You've made a good bit of. That's a good deal.
Those 4 arrows I picked up from being shot. That's how they ended up in my inventory.
It's kind of a hardcore move, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You got a great.
Get shot.
You've made a good bit of gold.
Just pull the arrow out of myself.
And then shoot it back at you.
Farewell.
I mean, never mind the damn thing would be ruined. But...
Mm-hmm.
They say he haunts the road. Yes. Heard any news?
Takes a certain kind of person to want those sorts of games.
Well
where
met.
They put those things into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful to see you again. Greetings. What news from Cloud Ruler Temple? A desperate plan indeed. This prince? Emperor? Martin would risk my whole city to gain a great sigil stone? This is the only way to stop this invasion from Oblivion? I must confess, you are the first person to speak of victory against these Daedra. This war has seemed hopeless to me. But what else was there to do but hold on and wait for a hero to arise to save us?
She's holding out for a hero.
Now it seems there is an heir to the throne after all, hidden at Cloud Ruler Temple. And perhaps a hero as well? You avoid answering my question. Very well. Don't think I doubt you. The rulers of Bruma have long had dealings with Cloud Ruler Temple. We know whom they serve. I will meet Martin at the chapel. When all is ready, I will order my men to stop closing the gates and prepare for battle. Come with me to...
Sure this will be fine.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you what though, like this rock right here would be a great place to put a statue of me.
You know, wouldn't that be so cool if they did that?
It kind of would be.
There's some cult called the Mythic.
I'd never be able to fit inside a door again, but you know. Martin, you want her to meet you in the temple. What are you doing out here? Where are you going? There. You figured it out. I just had to, wait for a minute for him to figure it out.
Oh, good on you, Marty.
I'm ready for battle when... So be it. Bruma's fate is in the hands of the gods now. And yours.
All right. He's still just programmed to go, I don't know you and I don't care to know you. He doesn't actually have the rest of his voice dialogue done. Alright, step one, let them open 3 gates, and they'll open a great gate. And then it's a race against the clock. We appear to be missing Martin.
Martin is missing.
There he is.
That'd make one heck of a quest. Missing Martin.
Oh, he actually has a steel longsword. That's good.
Soldiers
Nice, Percival.
Of course, that is basically the whole kind of plot there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Will we let the Daedra do to Bruma what they did to Kavach? Will we let them burn our homes? Will we let them kill our families? No! We make our stand here, today, for the whole of Cyrodiil. We must hold fast until the hero of Kavach can destroy their great gate. We must kill whatever comes out of that gate. Soldiers of Cyrodiil, do you stand with me?
Oh, I got Percival up on my shoulder now.
Oh, boy shoulder. He's
He's got a little bit of help to get there, understandably. He is perched.
Look out! I got that.
All right, here's gate number 2.
Love that. Middle of a pitched battle. Put on all your potions. Back to the battle. Never change. I'll be right back. I gotta put a bowl away.
Oh, I don't have any of respite.
Let's get this over. Here comes another one. Stay sharp. Show me what you got.
Third gate's up. Oh, the great gate's up.
Let's go!
Ah, yes. Siege engine. Hide secrets, but not really.
Okay. 13 minutes to close the gate. It's a little more painful than I would have wanted, but we're here.
Fight, and you can run.
Exactly.
Bigger fish to fry and all that.
You're fighting time.
Alright, gotta go up. Just gonna play Cloak and Knobs. Mostly. Okay, that could have been bad. That's going down, though. I don't want to go down.
All right, I'm at the end of my rope here. I need to go to bed. I got work tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, it's getting up for me there. I think my brain's kind of fried, but it was nice hanging out, bud.
It was. I appreciate the voices on the stream. It's good stuff.
Always.
All right, we're almost there.
The Hell Castle.
We're almost there.
All right, take care.
Mm-hmm. And there's the stone.
We won a great victory here today. We now have the means to recover the Amulet of Kings from Manca Cameron. But we need to act quickly. Cameron will not take long to recognize his danger. Remember, the portal closes behind you. Anything you need, carry it with you. I'll have the ritual ready in the Great Hall when you arrive. Farewell. As a young man, I grew impatient with Mage's Guild restrictions, as did many of my fellow apprentices. We threw ourselves into the riddles of Daedric magic. We hungered for forbidden secrets. Knowledge and power were our gods. You can guess the rest. We got in over our heads. People died. My friends died. I've put those days behind me, but the bitter wisdom that one has been a fool is not without value. Farewell, my friend.
All right, well, we have a couple of things we need to do before we can go into the gate. Not the least of which being fixing our stuff. Quickly fast travel back to the Imperial City. Sell off whatever it is we don't need.
Oh, Matt.
I hope
Farewell.
You look like someone who's comfortable in heavy...
I'm gonna level up too while we're here. Mostly I'd like to pick up some potions. Prior to us going into the place, because we drank quite a few of them getting through. So I want to make sure that we are
I hope I can help.
sufficiently
Let's do
light.
business. A fine transaction. An excellent... Be seeing you.
We'll start with the Gilded Carafe. Yeah, they are, I think New Vegas is built on the same
Hello
engine.
again. You're more than welcome here. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Ooh. Expert Mortar and Pestle. Journeyman's Retort.
I wouldn't make that deal with just anybody.
More bottles of Cyrodiilic brandy, now that I don't actually need to buy them from her.
You bought that.
I'll take the Potions of Respite this
A bargain
time.
at any price.
Restore Endurance. Restore Agility. Strong Potions of Healing. Fortify. Spite will be useful though.
I wouldn't make that deal with just anybody. Thank you. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. Bye.
Strength, Intelligence, and Willpower are all down. Personality, Willpower. Strength.
Bye. Hello again.
You have
Let's do
Restore
business.
Intelligence there before I go. It's Fortify. I don't want Fortify. Nope, you do not.
Farewell.
Alright, let's go ahead and we'll press on with the main quest. We'll actually go into Mankar Cameron's Paradise. And just before we go through all of this, I'm going to take a quick restroom break and grab another drink, so I will be right back. Okay, yeah, quick break. So we're here. Just gonna make a quick save of the game. Thank you, Gleam. Appreciate that.
I have everything in place for the ritual. I'll open the portal whenever you're ready. I don't know what you'll find in Cameron's paradise. I do know the portal I create through the Mysterium Xerxes ritual will close behind you. You'll have to find another way back. I believe that Manca Cameron acts as the anchor for paradise, just as a sigil stone anchors an Oblivion gate in place. Kill Manca Cameron, and you will unmake his paradise. Shall I open the portal to paradise? Are you ready?
All right,
Farewell,
here we go.
my friend. Our fate is in your hands. Bring back the Amulet of Kings. Brace yourself.
Congratulations on your victory, sir.
Here we go. We just have to find an Altmer, because it's always an Altmer causing these problems.
So, the cat's paw of the Septims arrives at last. You didn't think you could take me unawares, here of all places, in the paradise that I created. Look now upon my paradise. Gaia Alata in the old time, a vision of the past and the future. Behold the savage garden, where my disciples are tempered for a higher destiny, to rule over Tamriel Reborn.
I thought they just sang songs.
If you are truly the hero of destiny, as I hope, the garden will not hold you for long. Lift your eyes to Kairek Agayala, my seat at the pinnacle of paradise. I shall await you there.
We've left Savage Garden in the 90s behind us. But at any rate, yeah, I'm gonna go kill an Altmer who caused problems. Can't trust a high elf at all these days, can you? Except Akato. Akato's cool.
You destroyed the Sigil Tower at Ganona. My kin say you fought well. You speak directly, like one of my people almost. I'm glad I did not kill you immediately. There is but one way out of the garden. I guard that path. You will travel that path, and it will bring me honor to defeat you. But you shamed my kin at Ganona. To bring you into my service, that would also bring me honor. So I offer you a choice. Would you confront me in battle? or offer me service.
One day the Dremora will rule the Empire. Perhaps. But not today.
Your mind follows the simple path, the choice of an animal. But you have courage at least. You will fail, mortal. And then where will you be? Dead and nothing.
Kathutet, you tried lighting a Dunmer on fire. Just want you to know that.
How little you understand. You cannot stop Lord Dagon.
Excuse me.
Many are their names and the names of their masters. The cold harbor of Meridia, Periite's quagmire, the 10 moon shadows of Mythala and Dawn's beauty, the princedom of Lorcan, misnamed Tamriel by deluded mortals. Yes, you understand now. Tamriel is just one more Daedric realm of Oblivion, long since lost to its prince when he was betrayed by those that served him. Lord Dagon cannot invade Tamriel, his birthright. He comes to liberate the occupied land.
You wear the bands, but you're no prisoner. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm here to kill Manker Cameron.
Can you really do it? Can you bring this eternal nightmare to an end? Can you defeat Manker Cameron and free all the souls of the poor fools who followed him? Listen, I can help you. You need my help if you are ever to leave the Forbidden Grotto. I was at the sack of Kvatch. They had no chance. We took them by surprise, and we carried the walls in the first assault. But they fought on anyway, desperately. They seemed to think this decadent, mundane world of theirs was worth defending. I was slain after the battle was over. 3 townsfolk hiding in the cellar attacked me when I entered their house, hunting down survivors. They tore me to pieces, although I have no doubt they were immediately killed by my companions. I've had plenty of time to ponder my deeds since I came here. Ponder and regret. An eternity of regret. For my weakness, the Master sent me here to torture my former comrades who showed similar ingratitude for his gift of eternal life. No one wearing the bands of the Chosen can leave this grotto. The doors will not open, and there is no other way out. I can remove them, but I will need time. The Dremora Overseer will be here any minute to check up on me. You need to play along until he leaves. Just act like a prisoner, and do as I say. Once Orthe leaves, we can find a quiet spot to remove these bands. Good. Follow me, and don't worry. You can trust me.
Very skeptical about trusting a high elf, but you're at least self-motivated to get rid of this crap.
What's going on here? Who's this?
A prisoner sent in by...
Show me some respect, worm. Unless you want to end up in the cages with them.
Yes, Kinreeve, sir. This prisoner was sent in by Cathertet for questioning. I was about to begin.
This is not one of Rancor Cameron's chattels from the garden. Who is he?
Nothing escapes your vigilance, Kinreeve. Cathertet wondered as well. This is why he sent him for questioning.
Well, carry on.
Of course, Kinreeve.
Oh man, I saw this in Temple of Doom. Okay. Not so bad.
There's no way for me to cross, but the Master's immortality does have its uses. I will distract the Dramora for as long as I can. Ah! Oh!
I don't want to take a nap on that. I feel like I missed a turn. I can take a look.
Am I supposed to... You made it. I didn't think you'd have any trouble. Let's get these bands off you. There. You're not a prisoner of the Forbidden Grotto any longer. Let me come with you. Let me help you kill Mankar Cameron. I am not without power. I am no match for Mankar Cameron, but perhaps together we can find a way to defeat him. Lead on.
You're probably going to betray me at the end there, bud, but, you know, if you don't...
Well done, champion.
Be helpful.
Your progress is swift and sure.
Put the Indral family gauntlets back on. So the items that you enchant, you can kind of name yourself. So I have the Indrani helmet that has 125 points of feather and expands my carry capacity. Azura's medallion of, I forget what I named the rest of it because I cut it off, but whatever. Detects life. Boots of the Nerevarine and have water walking on them. Grandest Ring of Aegis, 20% shield. Heart of the Ordinator, resist magic 20%. Induro Gauntlets, Frost Shield 18%. And Shield of House Dureni, shield 20%. Of course, the Moon and Star with blade, 12 points to Fortify Blade. And Varix Greaves as support. I have another 125 feather.
Perhaps you will reach me after all. You think I mock you? Not at all. In your coming, I hear the footsteps of fate. You are the last defender of decadent Tamriel. I am the mid... I welcome you, if you truly are the agent of fate. I tire of the self-styled heroes who set themselves in my path only to prove unworthy in the event.
Okay.
You did not expect to see me again, did you? You have no grasp of the power that my father has at his command. You think you can stop us? Soon Mehrunes Dagon will walk upon Tamriel for the first time since the Mythic Age, and our victory will be complete. Come. My father is waiting to welcome you to Karak Agayalor.
Well, we're just going to have to kill all of them.
I have waited a long time for you, champion of old Tamriel. You were the last gasp of a dying age. You breathed the stale air of false hope. How little you understand. You cannot stop Lord Dagon. The walls between our worlds are crumbling. The mythic dawn grows nearer with every rift in the firmament. Soon, very soon, the lines now blurred will be erased. Tamriel and Oblivion rejoined, the mythic age reborn. Lord Dagon shall walk Tamriel again. The world shall be remade. The new age shall rise from the ashes of the old. My vision shall be realized. Weakness will be purged from the world, and mortal and immortal alike purified in the refiner's fire. My long duel with the Septims is over, and I have the mastery. The Emperor is dead. The Amulet of Kings is mine. And the last defender of the last ragged Septim stands before me.
Hello, Anna.
In the heart of my power. Let us see who at last has proved the stronger.
Lord Dagon will welcome your paradise. I do not fear death.
Man, that paralysis kind of sucks for him, doesn't it? I did see the pictures of Raven. It's an adorable one. Alright, there we go. Killed him. Got the amulet.
Blades, do homage to Martin's champion.
You found a way back. Does this mean... You did it. You defeated him. Then you have it. You have the Amulet of Kings. Belongs to me, the Amulet of Kings. So you and Joffrey have said, if it is true, if the Emperor really was my father, then I should be able to wear it. Only those of the Septim blood can wear the Amulet of Kings. Yes, of course. What am I waiting for? After all, this is my destiny, and no man can deny his destiny. I didn't really need the amulet to tell me that. I've known it was true since you first told me back in Kavach. But it is one thing to talk of becoming Emperor, and quite another to actually be the Emperor. Not yet. Until we light the Dragonfires, the gates are open, and Mehrunes Dagon's invasion continues. While you were gone, I sent a messenger to Chancellor Akato. He waits for us in the Imperial City. Chancellor Akato is the head of the Elder Council. The Council rules in the Emperor's absence. I don't expect any objections from the Elder Council, but we should defer to their authority. Let's go to the Imperial City at once, before the enemy can recover from Manca Cameron's death.
All right.
Sup? Sup?
It's time for the end game. At least the first part of this. Yeah, she's an adorable pup. All right. We've got about 40 minutes left of our normal stream time. Let's go ahead and finish out the first portion.
Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Where is Mart? Everything is ready for Martin's arrival. Don't worry.
Take off this amulet for the time being.
I've been expecting you. The full council has already considered the matter of Martin's claim to the imperial throne in detail. Martin Septim, on behalf of the Elder Council, I accept
Chancellor
your claim
Okato!
to the imperial throne.
Chancellor Okato!
We should arrange the...
Chancellor Okato, the city is under attack. Oblivion gates have opened and Daedra are inside the walls. The guard is overwhelmed.
Courage, soldier. We have an emperor again. Your Highness, what are your orders? Shall the guard fall back to the palace?
No. If we let ourselves get besieged in the palace, we're doomed. We must get to the Temple of the One immediately.
As you command, sire. Guards, form up and protect the emperor. To the Temple of the One.
All right. So, we have to get to the Temple of the One and light the Dragonfires. Shake the old run in hand here. And let's get to work.
Will you fall down and bleed to death?
Where'd Martin go? I guess he's already kind of run off ahead. Here we go. Alright. Oh, Martin, what are you doing?
We're too late. Mehrunes Dagon is here. Lighting the dragon fires will no longer save us. The barriers that protected us from Oblivion are gone.
I don't see how. Mortal weapons may hurt him, but now that he is physically here in Tamriel, they have no power to actually destroy him. Wait, yes. The amulet was given to mortals by Akatosh. It contains his divine power. But how to use this power against Dagon? The amulet was not intended as a weapon. I have an idea, one last hope. I must reach the Dragonfires and the Temple of the One. You'll just have to trust me. I know now what I was born to do, but I'll need your help. I have to get past Mehrunes Dagon somehow. Then I'll do the rest. Lead on, my friend. I'm with you.
Alright, we're here.
I do what I must do. I cannot stay to rebuild Tamriel. That task falls to others.
Narrowly avoided getting hit
Farewell.
by Mehrunes Dagon.
You've been a good friend in the short time that I've known you. But now I must go. The dragon waits. The amulet is shattered. Dagon is defeated. With the dragon's blood and the amulet of kings, we have sealed the gates of Oblivion forever. The last of the Septims passes now into history. I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain. I take my place with my father and my father's fathers. The Third Age has ended, and a new age dawns. When the next Elder Scroll is written, you shall be its scribe. The shape of the future, the fate of the Empire. These things now belong to you.
What happened? Where's Martin? I must congratulate him. Mehrunes Dagon is defeated. Cast back into Oblivion. We've won! What do you mean, gone? We saw the temple dome explode. The avatar of Akatosh appear. That was Martin? The joined blood of kings and gods. The amulet of kings. The divine power of Akatosh.
And Martin's blood, too.
Then Martin is gone. Yes, sealed forever. Mehrunes Dagon and his ilk can never threaten Tamriel again. Martin is dead, but he died an emperor and a hero to rival Tiber Septim. This victory is not without cost. We've lost Martin Septim. What an emperor he might have made. His sacrifice was necessary, but it leaves the Empire without an emperor. I don't know what happens now. There are troubled times ahead for the Empire. But now is not the time to worry about the future. Let's just give thanks that we're alive.
We can get some cream or something to fix that skin condition you got going on there, Okado.
In my capacity as Lord High Chancellor of the Elder Council, I hereby proclaim you Champion of Cyrodiil. And, as a small token of gratitude for your service to the Empire, I have ordered a suit of Imperial Dragon armor made for you. Imperial Dragon armor is normally worn only by the Emperor himself, but you deserve no less, champion. You have earned the highest rank possible in the Order of the Dragon, the illustrious Order of Imperial Knights, founded by Tiber Septim himself. It is a high honor. Only 6 other champions have been awarded in the history of the Empire. We are now the stewards of the Empire. We can hold the Empire together in the short term. But to be honest, I don't know what will happen. The provinces have been restive for years, even before the latest crisis. With no legitimate claimant for the Dragon Throne, troubled times lie ahead. I know he's gone. As the Chancellor of the Elder Council, my concern now is how to choose his successor. The dragon will stand forever as a memorial to what you and Martin did for all of Tamriel.
Well, with the defeat of Mehrunes Dagon, the main quest arc is at this point complete. But we're not done just yet. There's still much to do around Tamriel. And we'll get ourselves set up to where we need to go. More or less here directly. Where there is this strange realm. And a strange door, you see.
I don't belong. Not my place. Shouldn't have gone. No, go away. I'm not here.
Can't talk now. That door has been making noises again. No telling what's coming out. Here comes
It's not
another
right.
one!
Madness! Why? Why? Everything is wrong. It can't be done. Stay away from me. I won't go back. You can't make me go back. I'll kill you all. You're all going to die.
Stay back! This one's violent!
Twice.
I'd stay back from that door if I were you. Nothing that's gone in has come out right. I don't know where it came from, and I don't want to. Those who've gone in have come back out wrong. I'm just here to warn folks to stay away. Look for yourself. Their brains are addled. Got no sense. Perfectly normal people went in there. And this is what's come out. Ha! It's your funeral. I'm just here to warn people, not keep them out. Go ahead in. I'll be here to clean up the mess when you come out. And where?
All right, so before we go in there, this is where we're going to call it for now.
A nice effort, though. Shame he's dead. These things happen.
And then we'll save our game here. We are now the champion of Cyrodiil and have finished the main quest line for the game. We're going to look at doing some of the other DLCs there before we move on to a different classic game. Shivering Isles is kind of worth the adventure. So we'll go in and we'll check that one out. And play through it. And then we'll pick a new game and go from there with our later Monday evenings. Kind of a good stuff. But for now, let's go ahead and take the time to go ahead and close things out proper. So, I appreciate all the followers, all the subscribers. If you don't want to give Twitch your money and want to give me something a little more direct, you can always do that over at coffee.com/PylamJRomar. I will use that money for buying coffee, as coffee was what makes the world go round. You can catch this and other VODs on the YouTube channel there at @PylamRomar there in YouTube. As far as the normal week-to-week schedule goes, we've got several streams that I put together. First, I have 2 streams on Monday night, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, MechWarrior 5. And then at 9 p.m. we have Classic Games. Right now we've been playing Oblivion. We just finished the main quest on that. We're going to go through Shivering Isles and play down the main quest line on that one. It should be a good time. Going through the express lane there on that one, though, doing the main quest kind of stuff, that's really worth the stream stuff, and maybe taking a few side branches together. Probably be fairly quick, so I imagine we'll probably stick with Oblivion for another couple of weeks. And then we'll move on to another game for our classic game time here on Mondays. Something otherwise fun to play through again. Friday nights we have Arma 3. Right now we're playing on a liberation campaign in the Chernarus region, and that starts at 6 p.m., usually runs 3 to 4 hours, really just kind of depends upon how we're moving and grooving, and if things are going well, then we might go in a little longer, and if we hit a natural stopping point and we're all tired, it might be a little sooner, but It is a Friday night, so that one tends to push a little bit. And then Saturday mornings, we hop in the F-15E Strike Eagle and dive into DCS, Digital Combat Simulator. We do some flight sim stuff. And that is Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I do, in fact, get up that early thanks to the magic of coffee to get on and fly there just for you fine folk. If you guys got questions about any of that kind of stuff, you're more than welcome to ask. I enjoy all of the chat that we get when we are getting in there and playing stuff and doing things. Always willing to teach a little bit too, so that's always a good time. But hope you've enjoyed watching this evening as we finished up the main quest line for Oblivion, and have gotten ourselves set up to go ahead and start the quest line for Shivering Isles, and we will catch up with you later on. So, always ask for consent, try to communicate as best you can with your partners, and try to be genuinely decent human beings and people, and we will catch up with you next time. Thanks for watching, folks. Phylum out.